right, so here's the legend, George St-Pierre, former UFC welterweight champion, former UFC middleweight champion in DC, as one of the most decorated wrestlers on this UFC roster. You gotta be pretty amazed at what this man has been able to accomplish without any amateur wrestling credentials to speak.
Yeah, with no background, the guys that he's been in there with and controlled the wrestling exchanges has truly been unbelievable to watch. I was in Canada when he fought Josh Koscheck and took Josh Koscheck, who was an NCAA champion, down whenever he needed to. Right. But it was also the striking that made him so dangerous. I remember George St-Pierre had this combination. It was a lead jab, a lead Superman jab, and then a leg kick. Everyone wanted to try and do it, and they say imitation is the greatest form of getting a compliment. We all tried to beat George St-Pierre.
And he's got more SPs than you.
He does. He's a man.
So here he is, the Nigerian Nightmare, and you can also now call him the UFC welterweight champion. He had to go 10-0 in the UFC to finally realize that UFC belt, beat Tyron Woodley, and establish himself as the standard at 170 pounds.
And he never lost track of what was out in front of him. Even though he had to win 10 fights, Kamaru understood that he would do whatever it took to become UFC champion, and when he got that opportunity, it was the wrestling, the cardio, and the ability to follow the game plan set out in front of him by Henry Hoops and Greg Jones that allowed him to blank Tyron Woodley on the scorecards and win that welterweight championship. Unbelievable performance by Usman.
Truly one of the hardest workers in the game, and if you watch that Woodley fight, you get the sense that it is going to take a Herculean effort for somebody to dethrone the new hunted at 170 pounds. Nigerian Nightmare Kamaru Usman has graced the octagon. He's ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Now for the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, George St-Pierre! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway. All right, with respect to Matt Hughes and everybody else, this is a matchup of the two best welterweight champions in UFC history, and you gotta feel good for Kamaru Usman. He wanted this George St-Pierre fight, and it has finally materialized for him tonight.
Usman feels like this is the last step. This is the last hurdle to cross in order to truly stand alone at the top of the welterweight division's history. It is going to be much easier to say than it will be to do, because George St-Pierre is a beast. And this is the guy that changed mixed martial arts for all time. He can do it all, man. I cannot wait for this one. Look at him, he's setting up the choke now. Look at that, he's setting it up.
Oh, it's getting deep now, DC.
Dude's got a fight on his hands now.
Working for that submission.
He's fighting hard, man. He's working hard to get the finish.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round one.
Win the scramble! Win the scramble!
Nice strike lands from the bottom fight.
All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back... Oh, the judo chops on full display. Beautiful hip toss to take him down.
Ronda Rousey did this for a long time, loading people up in those high-amplitude throws. This young man is very well versed in this position, and he has a lot of tricks to get you to put yourself exactly where he needs you. Oh, nice right hand by the chin, yeah. You see him put himself into the half guard, like the control, yep.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Let's go! I need you to posture and attack!
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by St-Pierre. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through.
Oh, good defense, yes.
The ground strikes continue to pile up.
Fight out! Fight out!
30 seconds to go now.
Oh, he got to his spot.
Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding big shots. An elbow! What an end to round one.
Stop, stop, stop.
All right, sit down for me, bud. All right. Breathe. Focus, okay? Focus on slowing that heart rate down. I know you're not tired. I know you have more in that gas tank.
All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, you enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here. Keeping him honest with the jab.
What a beautiful head kick landed. Great block there.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range. He's looking for that left hand. Not there. All right, so he lands his first takedown of the fight after many failed attempts, so he stayed committed. Now he has the fight in his wheelhouse. Let's see what he can do. GSP getting worked here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes.
Massive shot from the top.
These ground strikes are starting to add up. Usman's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. St-Pierre's kick to the body, that one blocked by the defense. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Colby Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight.
2 minutes now to go. Man, it's like he's got a rangefinder out there. Just too easy as he connects with another good series of punches there.
If you're boxing this guy,
Huge connection by him there.
he needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into his piece so that he doesn't get finished. Oh, nice takedown, yep.
Back to his feet. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Well, a really good second round for him thus far after a somewhat lackluster. Looks like he is going for a hip toss here. Yes, he is, and with amplitude, able to take him down.
He got it. You know it. You know that it's coming, but he got it. He does a great job of disguising his technique. He is a fantastic judo player, and he did a great job of getting to his position. Very smart there. You never favor submission over a dominant position.
Oh!
He did a great job of reversing the position, using the...
This fight's gonna be over.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high with the low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Okay, you lost that. You lost that. Okay? You gotta go out there and start setting up your shots. Your wrestling is way too good for this guy who just left.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, so here we go with our next round. DC, you are known for having one of the higher fight IQs in the game, and I would put him on that list after what we saw in terms of the body work there in the previous round.
He did a fantastic job of mixing up his target. Not hit her, going to the body, making that investment into forcing a mistake later that will allow him to chase his finish.
Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds. Oh, a huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Side control now. Pretty good work with the strike there from bottom position.
Look at that. Recognize who's about to lose position.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by St-Pierre.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Pretty productive with the strikes here off his back. Oh, he's trying to pin that arm in the triangle now. Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep. It looks like he's getting close to this arm triangle. All he's got to do now is isolate the arm, get his head down to the mat, and squeeze, and his opponent will have no choice but to tap.
Working again for that submission.
It's always going to be a struggle, but this guy's intent on finishing the fight.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with these submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Good work from the top here by Usman.
This is where he wants to be.
Well, doing his able best to avoid the ground and pound here. Nice job by George St-Pierre. Oh, he's got his back. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocks any attempt to get past his guard.
stay sharp. Go outwork.
All right, so there's the horn. Let us now look back at some of the action in that round, DC, and he had his takedown game going early and often.
Yeah, he had it going great. I mean, he did a great job of finding his entries, rushing to his finishes before his opponent could react and defend him. He should be very proud of the work he did over the course of that last round.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
No denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Well, we've seen a lot of different elements to his striking game tonight, especially that hook. We'll see if he sets it up again here. He has punctuated a lot of his combinations with that hook shot tonight. Out of range with that one.
Great kick to the body.
All right, so a seminal blow earlier in the round. It wasn't a knockdown, but it was certainly a stunner that caught his attention.
Oh, I mean, he got hurt bad. To see him still standing, that just goes to the toughness that he has to be still standing after taking such a damaging shot.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Usman's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. Ground and pound strike there now.
He's got to be careful here.
The ground strike's starting to pile up.
Fight back! Fight back!
While landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by George St-Pierre.
Now he's got a good body position, yup.
Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does.
Nice.
And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. GSP ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage.
Oh, right to the mount.
A series of punches from the top here by GSP.
He's got to start throwing now.
Postures up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it? Another ground and pound strike lands. 10 seconds remaining here in round 4. 20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go.
Everything you got goes into this last round, you hear me?
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you would.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. All right, this should be good as our next round gets underway. We nearly had a knockout in the previous round, but the corner seems to think they have their fighter back in the game.
It felt fun watching such an exciting moment, but it is a testament to this fighter and the toughness and the durability that he possesses, that he's still here right now with an opportunity still to win the fight.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Let's fight, come on.
That strike blocked by Usman. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
Both guys appeared to land there. Oh! Oh, he's got him hurt here. Under 3 minutes remain in this 5th and final round. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
Nice pass.
What a strike from off of his back. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Kamaru. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping him in full guard.
Fight.
All right, so we go down the stretch. He is clearly losing this fight, and at this point, you just abandon position and go for submission, yes?
Yeah, you gotta just go. You gotta start throwing things at the wall and hope something sticks.
Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to let him up now. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much.
Oh, he's got him hurt badly now.
Boom! Body kick right there, landed perfect.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
Yeah, man, you see two high-level grapplers going after it. One guy gets an advantage, the other guy always has a response. We thought it was over. A lesser opponent would have been submitted, but these two are two of the best grapplers in the entire UFC.
All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores this contest 48-48. Judge 2 scores it 49-47, St-Pierre. And Judge 3 scores it 49-47 for the winner by majority decision and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, George Rush St-Pierre!
All right, so another dominating effort out of the UFC Hall of Famer George St-Pierre. No surprise as these scorecards are rendered GSP across the board by decision.
Most times when George St-Pierre walks to the center of the octagon to get the decision read, he is sure that he has done enough to win the fight. Tonight, that was the case as he wins another fight by decision.